Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So I'll just give a quick update on Arena. In last week's Arena, I finished in Gold 5. I haven't done any fights yet, so I've been pushed back down to Gold 4. Let's just sell all of this. I don't need any of this gear. What they need is like a sell all function or select all. Actually, that piece looked decent. It's too late. I already clicked it. So just actually, I'll give you a quick update how I got to Gold 5 so quickly. In the revival path, there was this item on here, which I didn't know what it was at the time. It just said something like Arena Golden Ticket. I didn't know what it did, and when I clicked it, I didn't really pay any attention. And when I logged in the next day, I was automatically in Gold 5. And after speaking to a few people about it, it turns out that that just shoots you right up to Gold 5. So if you have played it, played Raid early on, played it for a few months, and then taken a break for a bit, and then come back, just be careful, because if you get chucked into Gold 5 when you're just starting the game, you're going to have a really, really tough time. But for me, someone on my account, it's a lot easier. You'll see these fights. I'll just use this team. It doesn't matter what team I use, really, on a one-man defense. That'll take a few turns. Okay, they've got stone skin, so it'll take a little bit longer. Yeah, we'll have to wait. Maybe I'll manual. Oh no, I won't. I was going to manual, just so I didn't waste Chunda's ability on the stone skin. I should have really looked, because this is not the best matchup for Trunda. I have so many other nukers that I could have used. Initially, this is just going to be me showing you how much easier Gold 4 and Gold 5 Arena is compared to Bronze. I mean, those teams that I was fighting in Bronze, they were really tough. Some were having, 700k power, stacked defense, stone skin. I just couldn't get near them with the champions that I have. I don't have any of the new meta champions for Arena. I've got the old school, the fast champions, Sifi, Arbiter, and all the secondary ones like Lysandra, Madame Cerise, who used to be amazing, and then the nukers like Trunda and Iathos and Foley and Hedgie, who's great for either just being a nuker or for locking out the team's abilities, as well as who's that guy who resets your abilities? He's got uh, a sleep, AoE poison, a reset, Keimer. Sorry, and I'm still getting back into the game. A lot of the names haven't made their way back up here yet. Yeah, and Keimer used to be great in Arena, but with the polymorph coming in, he's he's not quite so good. He's good for the reset if the reset is all you need, but with his debuffs going out there, he will likely turn into a sheep. So you see these teams, most of these teams are quite easy. I'll just use these medals and then I'll move on to something else. It'd be a little bit boring. You just sitting there watching me auto these fights. They'll all be the same. None of these are in stone skin. I'd imagine all of these probably just be one shot, and then yeah, the Siffy left. Not sure how. I can't remember how many, how much HP one of those bars is. Let's get rid of. That's too late. Done. Who's that? Is that Rio? She doesn't have a revive, does she? So all of their revivers are gone. Just have to wait for her nuke to come back. Let's get rid of. Why can't I target? They're all vowed. Should be able to target Arbiter. I guess if I done it this way, take control. All of them have block debuffs, so let's kill this Arbiter. Ugh. A weak Trunder. I do an A1 this time. All of them have block debuffs again, so it doesn't matter. Let's give myself increased attack. Hopefully that should be her down. And then next time Trunder comes back with the ability, her AoE, that they should all be done. These HP bars are quite big. There's not much HP in there. Yeah, I think the Duchess probably had about 75 HP, something like that, 75k. Let's fight this team. So we get Kymar is in here. Do I have a Mithrala? I assume I do. I'm not sure I've ever. No. No. Oh, maybe she's in here. I do not have Mithrala. Wow. Okay, I'll take a look after this. See how many fragments I need. When I originally stopped playing, Hydra was really difficult. There was some of the bosses, there weren't many workarounds with them. And then when I came back for a couple of months, and they'd changed a lot of Hydra, they made it a lot easier. The main thing being, I think they added provoke to one of the heads, and it just allowed you to control him a little bit more and build the teams. I mean, the teams now that I see are just insane. You know, billions of damage, which is crazy. When you think the top chest on the top difficulty is, I don't know, like 70 or 80 million, and people are doing, well, Wixen, is that his name, the fusion champion. Now you see the video that it was just released yesterday or a couple of days ago, where it was almost 1 billion damage on one hit using this shield mechanic of Yannicka, where Wixen just kept building up the shields. One of the heads took the shield and then spread it to all of the other heads, and then Yannicka has got a skill where it does 15% damage of the shield, and yeah, it's just like 900k at 900 mil damage. I think I've only ever managed maybe 100 mil on the first difficulty. I should change my team up really, because this is taking too long. Don't need to. What I do? I'll just end this. I'll take the L this time, and then I'll go back in with maybe this team. Yeah. Was this the team I thought? Hopefully this should be a lot quicker. I might see about empowering Cerise, see if she's any better. But again, when you get further up in arena, the polymorph just makes her not usable anyway. This is the team. I must have scrolled down one too many. Again, this would be better for this team if I sort of double buff and maybe maybe Valkyrie would get the turn meter boost and jump into my team. Nope, she didn't. Oh, perfect. Waking her up just before her counter attack. I do like the fact that Madame Cerise has got 2 ways to remove a buff. And now she's just completely removed that shield. Would have been better if Trunda had targeted the Monkey King. But, hey, it's auto. What can you do? He's not going to live much longer. Maybe he'll get killed by one of my revivers. Maybe not. Okay, I'll just do a couple more fights in here, and then I'll just give an update on where I'm at with the fusion. Got to... Let's just do that now. Let's go in here and collect this. So I moved up there. No, I won't do any more fights here. I'll do that later. So in terms of the fusion, I had 6 of these rares, and then I fused one of the epics during the champion chase event, and I think I managed to get maybe five of the rares through other events. The leveling up event, I think a dragon event, arena, artifact, something else, dungeon divers, was that the one? And then I fused this epic, and all the time I was picking these characters up, was getting 10 points for the champion chase here, and then 250 points for, or maybe it's not 10, maybe it's more because it's a void, and then 250 for the epic. And I managed to use my mystery shards, sitting here for a while, just popping those mystery shards to get the 3,000 points for this. I don't know whether I can view. So I just managed to get this, and then I'd gone up through just running campaign a lot, and getting more 1s, 2s. Oh no, not 1 stars, just 2-star and the occasional 3-star. So that was how I done this one. Just used mystery shards to fill that up. So I do think it is still handy every time you go in here, purchase the mystery shards for 5,000 silver. You're not going to notice it, and then pick the one up in here every day. I haven't spent any money on any of, you see, all of the packs in it that I have still in here. I did pick up the Forge Pass because I really wanted some of this bolster here. Last time it was here, I missed out. It's probably been there a few times since I've stopped playing. But oops, but it's going to be quite handy for me. It give me other options with the ally protect buff. So that's where I am on the events that were done. Then there are events that have just come out recently. The Ice Golem, I haven't done much on here, so I need to start farming this. Only got a day and a half left. I'll probably leave it running overnight and just farm up here. I don't really use a lot of the items from Ice Golem. This is not part of the fusion, but I've been playing around with Sand Devil just to see if I can get some quick teams going. And then on the Dungeon Divers, again, I won't be too far because I was waiting to pair this event up with the Ice Golem. So I done no no grinding for that yesterday. This is the champ training which I tried to push to get this epic, this rare to help fuse another epic and give me points for the champ chase. And this was easily done. I went a little bit over when I re-geared a couple of characters. So on Sand Devil, I haven't looked to see what the kind of meta teams are now. I know there's one with Ninja where it's just a two-man team, and pretty much Ninja just does all of the damage. And then I think I tried something similar. Where's my team? With this lady. So I've played plus 4 her now. Maybe I can push a little bit further. But it's kind of a strange team. I think what I noticed, there was something strange going on with enemy max HP, where it seemed, I don't know, whether there was some kind of bug where she would go to like 0 HP and then she just weren't taking any damage. She would just live forever. That's the only reason she was in there. So this was my team, and on stage 15, if I run it, basically Kaimar puts them to sleep, put a decreased defense on here, and the poison buff is important because every time he takes a turn, that's not ideal. Chaka comes in and puts him to sleep, and then I've got 3 enemy max HP champions, and they just cycle through. Okay, yeah, that's not good. Missing 2 in a row with him. I think this would be a loss. It's quite rare that this team loses, but there is a chance. You're blessed on this video for the loss. Don't know what percent chance he has. So he has 75%. So I guess 1 in 4 chance of it failing, but it has to fail twice in a row, which it doesn't happen very often. So let's just see it work. You should come in now. Let's see if I managed to... Oh, I didn't get the debuff again. So the reason why that is so important and it has an impact on this team is because there's now no decreased defense on the boss, and also there's no poison, so he's not going to A1. I mean, this is I don't know. And now I'm recording. I guess I've got bad luck. Let's just see. If it fails this often, then I will have to change it up. See if he gets it this time. Missed again. %75%, and he's missed 3 in a row. Wow, he survived. He's tanky this time. Well, let's see. 4 out of 4. Let's see if his 75% is now 0%. We do 200 K or 199 each hit, so he'll get the triple 199. And then he should go do his... He got the 199, and now will he go to sleep? He went to sleep and then immediately woke up. Something has gone wrong in this team setup. Yeah. Because he's getting an extra go. Wonder why that is. Did I make someone faster? Maybe. Maybe I changed something. Make someone just go and clear the shield. Or let's just see on here if it works. I think I just glyphed a couple of pieces of gear, and it's just threw it off a little bit. That's what should happen. He puts him to sleep, and then he doesn't get another go. We just come in with a smacks, and then bang, bang, bang. Wow! I picked a good stage. I've picked a stage where Peanut, where Newt is weak affinity. He shouldn't be a problem. He's almost dead anyway, so it should still go down. I just think I need to take a couple of speed off of one of my champions for this stage. I mean, you can see I managed to get it to work for here and here, and the boss is just too quick to use this method. In here, you need to use a proper team. Let's take that off, so I'm not wasting all of my energy. And let's see what happens. So sleep, debuff. Oh, you got a second go. Okay. So his turn meter. Okay, it worked that time. Okay. Not entirely sure what happened. And I'm also not sure why he isn't dead. He's normally dead now. There's no other turn. You see, I'm now on turn 18. You know what? I wonder if Arena is making a difference here. I think when I done this before, Arena had just reset, so I was just automatically in Gold 5. But my defense is pretty strong. It is 3 of these guys. I can't remember why I have this many of this ascended character. I have no idea. Maybe is he for a secret room or something? Who knows? Also, you can see from my medals that I totally skipped the silver stages. I was in bronze. Maybe I got up to bronze 3 or something on the video, and then just straight up into gold 5, skipping out silver entirely. Let's just refresh a couple of these. Let's do a few easy fights. Just get back up to gold 5. And we'll run Sand Devil again, if that makes a difference. I can't see why it would, because I'm using max enemy max HP characters. I don't know who that guy is. Is there any real easy teams? Probably not. So let's pick on. I don't know who this guy is. So I'll see who he is. White King Narcissus has a 30% chance of randomly increase. Alright, but what's his big move? Attacks one enemy 2 times, increase the damage inflicted with this skill, 10% for each buff on a target. Okay, and by additional on this champion. Okay, so he can go up to 100% damage. But I'd imagine 5 buffs on him and the enemy I'd imagine it's rare, but who knows with the current meta with stone skin, and then you might have strengthen, increase defense, and things like that. If this attack kills, okay, so he blocks revive. Nice. Okay, should be good. Yeah, I think that should be good. I have no protection in this team. I do have Arbiter to revive, which is not that tanky. If this guy gets a go. Oh. No. What? This is a problem when you have an auto team. But what she should have done is use the revive and then use the turn meter boost. Because now she's used her revive already as a turn meter boost, and I've got no characters, so I will lose this fight. Wonder if I can rescue it. How long to revive? 4 turns. It's fully. There's no way I can win from here. Siffy will die pretty soon. She's got 2 turns. I don't know whether I can sleep this, man. I didn't read. Okay, so I've got 3 turns to wait until. Let's boost. See if I can get another turn. That is a lot of damage. And she's going to boost now. And then he's going to kill me. Let's just finish it. But if I do that again, the same fight, but I'll manual it from the start. What team was it? This team. Again, I think the team that I had with Pythian in would just easily do it on auto. But I'll just boost this. She must get some turn meter gain on buffs or something. I don't really know Xena's skills. If I use this, this isn't ideal because Siffy died this time. So that means I don't get my second turn meter boost on here, and they're all just gonna die, I think. I don't think Trunda can. Well, okay. I was going to say I don't think Trunda can one-shot them all without decreased defense. At the same team. Where did I see it? No, it's different. A +4. I'm not sure the champion that you need for the +4 in Xena. But let's go back into the Sand Devil. Let's just try that team. See if it had any impact. Or whether it was me just glyphing the gear. He takes 2 hits. And then he takes another one. Newt needs to get his hit in first to wake him up. Okay. But it should be fine. It's down now. Maybe it's just that arena extra attack. I don't understand why. Because these enemy max HP 188. I think it is that because when it's awake, it has additional defense. So the actual stats of the champions do matter. Okay, I'll make Newt quicker. And then and that Should be fine. That'll fix that. He just needs to get in before he does his ability. So let's see if I can fix that. So who goes? Everyone goes except him. I need to make him the same speed. So what speed is he? He is 220, and I think Newt is something like 218 now. I just ended up changing something. What is he? 219. Okay, so if I just add the glyph onto here. Oops. Okay, thanks. Let's see this. I just need him to get his 3 hits in to wake him up. No, that didn't work. So everybody is actually too slow. Not just Newt. You see the difference of the damage when there's no decreased defense. Okay, so let's see what speed Chagger is on. I think he's like 250 or something. He's 252. I wonder what speed I have to be at. He is 221. If I bring up El Hades' website, you won't be able to see it. But if I go into the raid stages tool, see, oh, where is Sand Devil? Dungeons, Sand Devil, normal, 15. Oh, this is 16. No, that's not the one. Was that the issue? Ah, this makes sense. Now they're doing 199, whereas before it was 218. Okay, so this will work better. That extra 1 speed broke the team. He wasn't waking him up before he was able to go. He's waking up himself and then causing an issue with Sugar making him go back to sleep. So let's just run it again. One more time. So it's just gone over half. I only just do it really with this amount of turns. And then hopefully he finishes him off. Done. 11 turns. Okay. So it helps if you actually pick the right stage that you've built the team for. And not pick the stage above. I guess I could just make them a little bit faster. Just so I get the maximum. But that's 1 extra on here I'm not too bothered about. And it takes 25 seconds. I don't think I'll be able to one-shot it. Or, not one-shot it, two-shot it. Everyone use their abilities twice, and then the boss will be dead. I'm not sure if it will work the same here. I guess in theory it should, because it's all enemy max HP. But there are the little additional damage that the other characters do that are not enemy max HP that just tip me over. That's where I've got to here. I didn't realise there was a hard mode. Maybe you have to unlock all of the stages. Yes. Randomly changes. Okay. Do these drop from this stage? Tell you in here? No. And then what I done was went onto the Shogun's Grove, and you see it's quite consistent in terms of the times. I spent 0 time reading this boss, what the mechanics are, or anything. I literally just used this same team that I had for Sand Devil and just enemy max HP the boss. Although this isn't going to be good for Royal Guard. He's going to weak hit, but he'd weak hit anyway. It's really Newt that does all of the damage. It'll get a reset from Kaimar now. And then by the time these two have done their enemy max HP abilities, it'll all be done. So again, it's just a low level start to the bosses, but I have 0 of this stuff. So actually I need the low level things more than anything. These kind of items here, I don't need to worry about right now. I just need to build up my stash of this. For some reason it didn't work here. Why didn't it work? Because of the affinity. Newt being spirit and Septimus being spirit. There's both weak affinity. Otherwise it would work the same. Potentially if I push on a little bit further it would work a few more stages, but I've not engaged in the boss mechanic at all. I've not cleared any of the debuffs or worked with that enfeeble mechanic at all. So that's just a quick update of where I am in arena. I'm on 663 medals, so soon I can upgrade. Just need a few more, and then I'll just gradually be picking these off, making them look gold. So at least it looks nice, even though most of them are not maxed. I've only got accuracy and then a crit damage for my void characters there. So that's going to be it for the video. So thanks for checking it out, and if you've got any questions or anything, let me know. Catch you later.